to the food sooner than later. Right at 12:15, we are scheduled for children's activities with Brother Trey, and that will happen right over here in this field. At that same time, 12:15, men and boys softball. This is for those men and boys ages 12 and up. This year, what we really want to do is make sure that everyone is available during those times. So at 12:15, Brother Norm will come and make the announcement. We want all of the men. Let's do this together. Let's participate together. Let's have fun. We want to see you out. The field is over here to my right, your left. If you follow this road over there, it bends and then make a left. You'll see the softball field there. But we want to do this together. Also at 12:15, from 12:15 to 3:15, there's a children's craft table. My left, your right, and that will be open from 12 to 3:15. At 1:50, Brother Paul Cobb and Sister Melissa Jeffers, they will be going to the field. And this year we are doing specifically women and girls softball. That has been requested. This is ages 12 and up. So all of our ladies at that time, we want you to stop what you're doing and we want you to go to the field and enjoy some time together, and we'll have a good time. At that same time, 1:50 to 4 o'clock, there's going to be soccer with Brother Johnny and Brother Brian right here in the field behind me. And so all day today, volleyball, horseshoes, ring toss, frisbee, ladder toss, beanbag toss, a lot of things with tosses in it. So you'll have a good time. So glad that you're here. Brother Lawrence, if you would come and lead us in worship, let's give him a hand as he comes. Praise the Lord, everybody. We should all know these songs. So let's all sing along together, all right? Just do E-flat. Every praise is to our God. Every word of worship with one accord. Every praise is to our God. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah to our God. Glory, hallelujah, is to our God. Every praise is to our God. Let's sing that again. See, every praise is to our God. Every word of worship in one accord. Every praise is to our God. Hallelujah to our God. Glory, hallelujah, is to our God. Every praise is to our God. Come on, say God, my Savior. Say God, my Savior. God, my healer. God, my deliverer. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. One more time, say God. God, my Savior. God, my healer. God, my healer. God, my deliverer. God, my deliverer. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. Yes, He is. And every praise is to our God. Every word of worship with one accord. Every praise is to our God. Sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah to our God. Hallelujah. Hallelujah is to our God. Every praise is to our God. Set higher than the mountains that I face, stronger than the power of the grave, constant through the trial and the change. Said one thing, it remains. Said one thing remains. Come on, let's sing that again. Say higher than the mountains that I face. Stronger than the power of the rain. Constant through the trials, and the change. Said one thing remains. There is one thing that always remains. Come on, lift your voice and say that your love. Say your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Say your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Say your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Say on and on, on and on and on and on it goes. For it overwhelms and satisfies my soul. And I never ever have to be afraid. There's one thing, say it remains. One thing remains. Come on, everybody lift your voice and say that your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. In death, in life, I'm confident and covered by the power of your great love. My debt is paid, my debt is paid. There's nothing that can separate my heart from your great love. One more time, your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. One last time, your love never fails, it never gives up, it never runs out on me. Come on, let's just worship Him. Thank God that the presence of the Lord just doesn't live in a church house. Amen. The presence of God is here. And what a great time of fellowship and worship we're having. Welcome to all of you. For our guests that are here, Marco Salinas, he's our student pastor, and he's the one that went through our schedule. Lawrence Murphy was our worship leader, and I thank God for them and their work. My name is Tom Koppel, and I would be the pastor. And that simply means if we ever get in a lawsuit, I go to jail first. But I want you to come with me. We'll have a good time. We'll have a jailbreak. There you go. Jailhouse rock. Memorial Day. I was reflecting on that, and Memorial Day is a time to remember. Originally, it was for remembering those who died for military service. Memorial Day was a response to the unprecedented carnage of the Civil War, in which over 620,000 Americans died in their own country. We weren't invaded. This didn't come from the outside. Lesson number one,
realize that if the enemy can't destroy you from the outside, he will work on the inside. But let's just be in agreement. The enemy is not welcome on the inside of this congregation. So the loss of life and its effect on the communities throughout the country led to a spontaneous commemoration of the dead. In years after that, World War I, the Memorial Day weekend, became a celebration to honor all of those who have died in American wars, as well as the veterans and current members in the U.S. military. So today we're remembering, and we should remember, and I want to take a moment right here of silence, because I was thinking, you know, when you have political freedom, everybody say freedom. Freedom is the opportunity to do what is right. Right. Freedom is not the opportunity to do what you want. Freedom is the power to do what is right. So here in America, we have this awesome privilege of worshiping the one true God. Amen. And nobody stops that. So we owe a whole lot. First of all, how many of you have a military service person, man or woman, in your family that has died in action? Can I see your hand? Oh my goodness. You've had family members that died, all right? How many of you have family members that have served or are now serving in the military? Let me see your hand. Okay. So I think we're in agreement. We owe a whole lot, don't we? I want you to close your eyes, and I want us to, let's honor the memory of the people that have given their life's blood for our country, that gives us this freedom right now. Would you just, in a moment of silence, would you take a moment, let's, in your mind, in silence, let's honor them right now.
My dog is here.
Everybody said amen. This is dear to some of us. I was coming here this morning, my sons were pelting me with questions about what it was like to be raised in the 60s. You know, they acted like that was back. Was that you know, Old Testament or New Testament? And you know, and they said, when were you in high school? And I said, between 73 and 77. And Josh said, Dad, how do you remember that quick? Unfortunately, we're living in a generation, and this megapolis of people in Southern California, and I fear that we're losing our patriotism for the freedoms that we enjoy. So it is important that we reflect today. So, but now Memorial Day, for a lot of us, is more than just military service, and it has morphed into this. We remember the passing of our loved ones, of our family members, brothers and sisters, moms and dads, aunts and uncles, grandparents that have passed on. It's a day of remembrance. And I believe that it's biblical that we should take time to remember those who sacrificed to make us and keep us free. To remember the sacrifices for those that feed us and clothe us. How many know that it's right for us to be thankful for blessings that come our way? It's always right for us to be thankful for those that sacrifice to protect and educate us. These are sacrifices of love. So I want to, this morning, I want to bring to your remembrance a portion of Scripture in 1 Chronicles of David and his mighty men. If you remember King David, I want you to think back and see if you remember this story. If you haven't heard this story, young people, listen to this. This is 1 Chronicles 11:15. Now 3 of the 30 chief men went down to the rock of David into the cave of Adullam, and the army of the Philistines encamped in the valley of Rephaim there. David was in the stronghold, and the garrison of the Philistines was then in Bethlehem. And David said with longing, "Oh, that someone would give me a drink of water from the well of Bethlehem." Do you remember that? Which is by the gate. So the 3 mighty men broke through the camp of the Philistines. They drew water from the well of Bethlehem, and that was by the gate, and they took it and brought it to David. Nevertheless, David would not drink it, but he poured it out to the Lord. You remember that? And he said, "Far be it from me, O my God, that I should do this? Shall I drink the blood of these men who have put their lives in jeopardy for me? For at the risk of their lives they brought it. Therefore he would not drink it. And these three things were done by these mighty men. David was, okay, so the setting is this. David's been anointed king, but he didn't have the throne yet. So he has the anointing without the position. It's an in-between spot in our lives. He has the promise, but he doesn't have the provision yet. And so he's hiding in this place. The Philistines have overtaken his hometown, Bethlehem. So the Philistines, the enemy, have overtaken, occupying Bethlehem. And David is close to that place. And he starts having memories. Now he's a man, and he starts having these childhood memories of tending the sheep on the hillsides there. And he remembers when he came in the backyard with his brothers, and the prophet was there, and Samuel anointed him king there. Do you remember that? And these, how many of you know that memories are compelling motivators? Young people don't have a whole lot of memories, but the older you get, hopefully, now watch, as you serve the Lord, your good memories outweigh your bad memories.
Right.
Can I get a witness on that?
That's right.
Somebody say it takes time.
It takes time.
It takes time. All of us, our lives are a tale that is told. It's a story that is told. So our obedience to the laws of God, they start bringing good memories in our past. David has this memory. He's parched. He's in a dark place. He remembers the bright, cool water from the spring that gushed from the hillside near his father's field. And he longs for a taste of home. When we're down, when we're depressed, we think about better days. And he said, oh, that someone would give me a drink of that refreshing water that gushed out of that spring when I was a child, and we would drink there. I would ask you today, do you long for a taste for a better time? Are you looking backwards more than you're looking forward in your life?
If you are not able to give your tithes and your offering last week for this week, we want to make a way for you to do that. So we have our cards right here in town. Let's continue to be faithful in our tithing and our offering. Team 1, 2, 3. Okay, here we go. So we got this, and we'll have to split, I believe she said. All right, so the first one here, I want you to go right behind me, okay? So Sophia, Rosie, and Alyssa, if you follow me, I want you to come this way. I want you guys to stand right here, right in front. Stay over there, buddy. I want you to stand right in front of your team, right here. Right in front of your team. Face your team. All right, sound good? Face your team. All right, here we go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to have to put this up over your team. What you're going to do is you're going to try to walk over to your other face. Sophia, I want you to demonstrate. We're going to walk. You guys don't want to walk to your other teammate. Here we go.
You gotta get the cup on your head.
Put the cup on your head.
You gotta get the cup on your head.
Stay in the line. Put the cup on your head. You're going to pour your into hers. Pour it. Oh.
You will get wet.
Awesome. Once she pours that, this one is going to, once she pours that, this person's going to go behind the line. This one is going to come up here.
here, and they're gonna pour to the other person who is not there anymore. Okay, here we go. So we're gonna do the first one now. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna make a quick change here. There's three lines here. Where's my line go? You just got it? Perfect. I want you to get this one here.
You got a hole in your cup? You have to have a hole in your cup on the bottom.
Where you at? Okay, Rosie's line. What is it, right? Rosie's line. You're gonna be in this one. Okay?
Here, let me get you one with a hole.
Which
Okay.
one are you at?
Need one with a hole. Cute. Here you go.
Stay in line, okay? Here we go. So what I'm gonna have.
But the joke's on them. See, now you're nice and cool. Everybody else is burning hot from the sun. See, so you got it better. So that means you have to bring like a couple more here.
And then I'm gonna have to get one going over here.
Yeah, it's probably better that way.
Christian, I want you to stay behind.
Ray, you gonna go play?
Here we go.
Go for it.
Stay in line, Christian. You're not in line, buddy.
You gotta get behind her.
Right behind her. There you go. Right behind her.
No, it's like a gopher hole. It's okay. They usually don't come out right now because it's too hot. It's cooler down underground. Oh, they don't.
Right over there. She's over there. Right over there. All right, ready? You guys know? You know what to do? You don't know what to do? Say, I don't know what to do. Okay, keep your hands to yourself, buddy, okay? Alright, here's what we're gonna do. Here we go.
You want to play?
Everyone sitting down, when, on your mark, get set. Stay in your line, stay in your line. Keep it on your head. Just out. You gotta pour it in. You gotta pour it in. Oh, everybody went? Yeah, everybody went. Come on back, buddy. Come on back. Go back. Stand over there. Go back, buddy. Here we go.
Now you gotta go this way. There you go. Now you gotta pour it in his cup.
All the way in, all right? Let's walk that way. Let's walk that way. Come on.
Now you gotta sit here. You gotta sit here. Take your cup and sit down over there. All right, Christian, come on. No, it's your turn. You gotta go. You gotta go. You gotta put it on your head. You gotta put it on your head.
Let's go.
You're gonna have to kneel down a little bit because you're taller than him. Yeah, you're gonna have to kneel down a little bit. There you go. And pour it in. Go ahead, pour it in.
Come back and sit down. Here we go. You gotta sit down.
Pour it all in. Pour it all in. There you go. Okay, now you can sit down.
All right, here we go. We're playing. Here we go. 2, 1, toss. If your balloon is broken, all right, you need to take a seat right where you are. All right, here we go. The ones who are left, raise your hand. Awesome. All right, here we go. If you're still in, take one giant step back. Oh, it's getting real serious now. In 3 seconds, I want you to toss your balloon. 3, 2, 1, toss your balloon. Oh, another one has dropped. All right. If your balloon has busted, take a seat. And the rest of you that are still in, go ahead, take one giant step back. Getting serious. At 3 seconds, go ahead and toss your balloon. 3, 2, 1, toss. Oh!
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Win, we need balloons. Let's play one more game. Come on. No, here we go. All right, here we go. Are you ready? At 3 seconds, I want you to toss your balloon. 3, 2, 1, toss.
Where we back up. You better get out of the way, Cat.
I'm not even wet. I'm not even wet. You missed all the. You missed everything. He's not wait. Sydney hasn't gotten it.
Right here.
You missed my head.
Stand down. All right, here we go. I'm gonna call out. I'm gonna buddy. And you're gonna be a 2, okay? You're gonna be a 2. Okay, here we go. Hands up. All right, all the ones, get under there. Good, you're a 1. All right, put it down. Here we go. I have a feeling that there are some people that were 1s. All right, here we go. Hands up, hands up. All right, 1, come on out, come on out, come on out. All right, here we go, here we go. Hands up. Hands down. Hands up.